Okay, wow. I'm looking super young right now and feeling very young with my cleanly cut, shaven face. Um, anyway, I'm doing this video because I want to talk about a kind of serious topic. We can have a bit of fun with it about negative people, or I guess people who are trying to bring you down on your journey to kind of following your dreams and your passion, and I guess whatever makes you happy, and unfortunately it doesn't make other people happy around you, and you feel the effects. And I guess people kind of try and knock you down or laugh behind your back or talk about you. And first of all, I want to say, if you're not doing any harm to anyone, or you're not doing anything that's going to ruin society, or you're not doing anything bad, then the people who are talking about you, negatively, or saying bad things about you, it means absolute shit. Because it's sad that people are even wasting their time talking about something that's not actually bad for the world. So if if you're worried about what people think, I mean, it's really first world problems, especially if you're doing something good for you and for other people. It's not going to be a bad thing. The problem with this is we tend to focus on what we can't do, or what we don't have, or what people do say, on a negative basis, but we tend to not focus on all the good stuff as well. And I'm a massive case of this. I remember when I first started my online program, um, I think for the first 100 people that signed up, everyone was raving about it. And in particular, one lady, she was raving about it. She thought it was awesome. She got into the program and realised that after a week or two, people started improving, and she hadn't done the work that she probably should have. And kicked up a fuss and complained and said the program wasn't good for her and it wasn't going to help her. And I was so gutted, because I had almost 100% of people saying how awesome it was, and then this one person said the program wasn't good, and that almost killed my belief in the actual program. And I was so consumed about what this one person thought, that then I forgot about the 99 people who were obsessed about it and who were raving about it and who were actually finding it helpful and changing their life. Yet for a week I was consumed by this one person's thoughts, or perception on what I thought and most people thought was a good thing. Now, to this day, there's always going to be people who are going to mock you and say bad things, but it's whether you choose to put your energy into that, or the energy into something positive. And so that day that I was really upset with that lady, I actually ended up calling 10 people who had got into my program but were really positive about it. And rather than focusing on the ones that I couldn't help and who didn't want my help and who didn't believe in me, I actually focused all my energy on the ones that did want the help and did kind of enjoy the energy and were positive about it. And the joy I got from that and the energy that I got from that was phenomenal. And it made me realise, focus on the things that are important, focus on the things that make you feel good. And this goes for anything in life. It's relationships, friendships, work, career, everything. So, I guess the lesson you can take from this is just focus on what gives you energy and gives you positivity. And if it doesn't, then cut it off. If it doesn't serve you anymore, then cut it off. If it's making you feel funny in the tummy and you're getting those butterflies, or negative butterflies, the feeling of something's pulling from your tummy, then you need to cut the ties, as they say, and create new ones. Because I think at the end of the day, you've got to start within yourself, and from there, energies kind of goes outwards into whatever you kind of put your energy into most. So, you know, like I said, you can either focus on the negative people or the negative comments, and kind of sit there and go, why me? Or I'm going to stop with my passion just because of these people or these thoughts. Or you do the opposite and you just focus on the pure passion and purpose on what you're doing in your life goals. And I can speak, from my own personal journey that, yes, you're going to lose friends along the way. You're going to lose people who you once thought very highly of, but, didn't really take what you were doing on, either because their own insecurities or, and generally that's what it is. It's usually other people's insecurities around what you're doing, and they're not looking within. They're projecting outwards, which is usually a sign of true weakness. Even though you think that they might have a higher power, you're being weak by letting them have that power. So again, start believing in yourself. Don't give in to the bullshit that people talk about you behind your back. You don't even need those kind of people in your life. And don't be a sheep. Be that tiger who kind of goes outside the fence and jumps over it and does something different, because I've met a lot of tigers in my life, and a lot of these people were bad-mouthed or were talked about badly or were bullied at high school, and then become amazing people in their own rights in different areas of life. And